Skip it up and that up. 3D TV is dead. Thank you, Jesus. I'm clapping right now. It sounds like I'm smacking my own ass, but I swear to God, it's just both my hands. I am so done with 3D, man. I remember it was what everyone was talking about in 2011. And you know what? At this year at CES, there was basically not a peep about it. Vizio's 2014 line of commercial televisions, the TVs marketed to broke-ass motherfuckers like you and I, they didn't have any 3D models. This is what The Verge had to say about it. It's also a major blow to 3D in the living room. Vizio sells the most TVs of any company in the US, but Vizio is confident that consumers won't miss it. In fact, the decision was made because Vizio's current customers simply aren't viewing content in 3D often. In 2014, Vizio seems willing to sacrifice what some may consider a gimmick in pursuit of a better picture. The article goes on talking about how people did purchase 3D TVs, but they got them because they just wanted an HD TV. It had the 3D in it, so what the hell, it was there. But no one was using it. No one was watching television in 3D. ESPN dropped their 3D TV service, and it's dying. It's an impractical gimmick, and I saw it coming from a mile away when Sony was pushing it with the PS3. I saw this coming. And you know what else I see it coming with? And I know it's going to piss people off that I'm going to say it, but that's how I feel. Oculus Rift. I have a feeling it's going to go down the same road, and I'll explain why. Now look, I get that the technology inside Oculus Rift is amazing. It's the best that virtual reality's ever been. People who have used it are blown away by it. I get all that. I'm not ignorant towards Oculus Rift. But the reality of it is, and history has proven this, and the 3D TV that is dying as we speak is part of that proof. Any time that you need an extra peripheral that either is on your head, up your ass, wherever the case may be, save the Wii, because that was whatever the hell, the 100 million Wiis were sold. Granted, 90% of them collect dust. But anyway, that's besides the point. Every time there is something that you have to put on your head, wear glasses, it's just an extra thing that you have to do, that you can't just plop your ass on the couch and enjoy it, it always ends up failing. Think about a realistic, everyone's like, oh, Oculus Rift is going to be in everyone's home. Everyone's going to want to have every consumer is going to want a game in an Oculus Rift. I'm going to bring him up again because he's the perfect typical gaming example. And Rev, I'm not knocking you, and you know this is true. So if Solid Rev watches his video, he knows I'm right. Solid Rev, he's on YouTube. I'll have a link to his channel below in the description. Love his videos. Anyway, he married, wife and kids. He is a casual gamer. I mean, he loves his COD. He even played Skyrim, but he just, when he comes home from work, he wants to sit his ass on the couch when his kids are sleeping and play a fucking game. Do you think that he's going to come home? Please go watch his channel and then come back to this part of the video. Whatever, if you want to. Do you think a guy with that kind of personality in that situation is going to come home and be like, oh, hey, honey, what's going on? I'm going to go play some Call of Duty 5 or 6, whenever the hell Oculus Rift is coming out by the time that comes out. I'm going to go put on my virtual reality glasses and sit there and play it. Do you really think that he's going to do that? Or picture a dude at college. Picture a dude, female, whatever, at college. When they go and there's friends in their dorm room and they maybe want to play a game together, because it still happens even in this day and age, or even if their friends are playing games. Do you think that one person's going to sit in the fucking corner looking like Ray Charles in a Diet Pepsi commercial and just sit there and be like, oh, hey guys, I'm going to be antisocial in the corner with my Oculus Rift goggles on. And, you know, you're just sitting over there. I'm going to look like an asshole in the corner and be in this virtual world wagging my head around like an idiot. Come on, man. Do you think that people, when they come home from school, work, whatever the case may be, just like motion controls, are going to want to be flinging their head around like they're an epileptic? No, I'm not knocking epileptics. I'm just saying, flinging their head around like an epileptic after they get home from work to experience the virtual world? Or do you think they're going to want to sit in front of a 4K TV, even though personally I think 4K TVs are premature and they could have waited another 2 years to bring those out? Or do you think they're going to sit in front of a 4K TV and play their PS4, Xbox One, PC, or Wii U? Really, do I even need to spell it out? Whenever something isn't just relaxing, casual, whenever you have to require something else to be put on, that was what a lot of people complained about. They're like, hey, I have only 2 pairs of 3D glasses. I have friends come over or I have family come over. Can't watch it in 3D, so what the fuck is the point? Now, I know they tried, I think there was like a couple passive 3D TVs where you didn't need glasses, but it's over, man. It gives people headaches. They didn't want it. And again, all these people just want things that are evolutionary steps, where they're natural, logical things. Higher resolution TVs, even though, like the article was saying too, TVs under 50 inches, even though I heard 42 inches, you're not going to be able to see the difference between 1080p and 4K. So but it just, people want natural, simple evolutions where they could just turn it on and use it. They don't have to sit there and be totally involved in it and totally delved into it, where like when you have a virtual reality helmet on. I'm sure that Oculus Rift, it may not be a complete failure. What I think is going to happen is people will find commercial uses for it, maybe medical uses, maybe for like flight training. This is just coming off the top of my head, just throwing shit out there. But I just don't picture like 30 million people or 50 million people or even like 20 million people being like, hey guys, I'm just going to play all my games with Oculus Rift and never look at a TV again. Even if it's amazing, because it's impractical, it isn't relaxing, and it's not going to be super convenient. I don't care how far along the technology is, and history has proven what I've said. And if I'm wrong, you know what? John Cormack could come to my house, I'll spread my large, pixelated, hairy Italian ass cheeks, and he can have his way with them. And I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I just don't see it blowing up the way people are predicting. Alright guys, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.